What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's your partner, me, Cartoon53. Hey, man, it's hot. It is hot. It is hot. And I'm here to tell you, it is hot. Woo! But anyway, moving right along. Story time, yeah. Yes. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that share, man. You know, hit that comment for me, man. You know, do your big partner a favor. Anyway, man, it's been a while since I told the story. I caught up in doing other stuff, man. Look, I need to hurry up and get back to Crazy Fingers so she can get this rug that I call my hair back in shape, man. I look like a homeless shelter person right now. But anyway, y'all know your big partner fly when he want to be. But anyway, shout out to the brother that I seen in Walmart this morning, Mr. Bless. What's up, homie? Shout out to you. And I bumped into a lady, and we were communicating, we were talking, and I have to give her a shout out. And this is her hookup. She asked me what I put her hookup on there for her. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? You just hit the QR code. That's the number. You hit the QR code, and it's gonna link you right on to her. It's Luke Katina. Now, her business is very, very lucrative, and it's nationwide. Cleaning supplies, weight loss, anything that helps with the body, anything that helps with the skin, the hair, the nails, the whole hookup. A lot of people, they're keyed in on sea moss. She has that, but she has a certain special kind of sea moss that will, if you have acne, it will clear it up. Blemishes, anything along that line, it's gonna clear it up. If you have stomach problems, it'll clear it up. Trying to lose weight without having to go take shots and all that, she has it, homie. You know, and then she has other industrial cleaners, all type of chemical stuff that you can use around the house, get your house clean. Just, you know what I'm saying, hit her up, and boom, that's her. Hit her up, and go from there. Now, moving right along into the story. Oh man, since it been a while, since I told one. I'ma go with the homie Crazy Ray. Y'all love Crazy Ray. Listen, a lot of people, they be tripping on how me and Ray were so different, but we were so much alike. The homie, we look different. Our complexions were different. Our facial features were different. Our size was different. Our skin complexion different. The whole hookup was different. Our outlook on doing a lot of things were different. But one thing that we had in common, man, that was going to always be the same and was going to always remain the same, was our street ruthlessness. Back in them 80s, man, when me and Ray would get together, we were the ruthless twins. The thing is, I was ignorant about a lot of stuff that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I was the type that if we pass words, wherever we standing at, there it go. You know, man, for what? You know what I'm saying? Especially if it was on some gang type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a bad habit of see an enemy, get an enemy. Point blank. I remember, I never forget, man, when I got out of jail one time, years ago, and we went to a party up in the Hollywood Hills, and it was, I remember it was me, my homie G-Rat, my homie G-Ant, and Slam. It was me, Slam, G-Ant, G-Rat, and somebody else. But we went to a party up in the Hollywood Hills that the homie Lil Sidewinder from A-Tray Gangster had through. You know what I'm saying? It was a pool party up in a little mansion. And anyway, make a long story short, the party ended up getting turned out by the one time. So we had to leave. And we had to come down on the strip. We was on one of the streets out there in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? But there was a bunch of people standing around. And I never forget, I'd only been out of prison maybe 5-6 days at the most, I think. Yeah, about 5-6 days at the most. So, you know, that's how long I'd been out. So when we came down on the boulevard, wherever we was, because cars was coming down, people, all type of people moving around, Um, we was in the car, and it was a bunch of people across the street, and one of the homies in the car. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I think my homie I think Gangsta Trey was there too. Yeah, my homie Gangsta Trey was there too, because he was the one, matter of fact, he looked across the street and he spotted a girl that he went to school with. And by him spotting her, he knew that it was about 8 or 9 dudes standing around her. He knew that they had to be her homeboys, and her homeboy, they was Damu. They was off the other side of the fence. And it was some Damu said off the west side, which the Damu said it was, don't make no difference. But anyway, the way I was built is when he said, I'm like, cuz they from where? He like, man, they some whoop wop whams. I'm like, shoot, come on, y'all. So the homie like, come on, what? Everybody looking at me. I'm like, cuz, that man, look. Like, what you talking about, Toon? I'm like, cuz, man, let's go get off. They go some whoop wop whams. Let's go get off. They was like, hold up, big homie. No, cuz, man, no, it don't work, man. Come on, cuz. Not like that. I'm like, what you mean? I thought, there they go. They this and that. What's up? Because, man, look, I was plain and simple, homie. I was plain and simple. My mind was cut in one way. I'm this, they're that. This don't get along with that. So when this see that, we attack. That's how I was raised. They were like, no, cuz, no, man, you tripping, too. Man, no, not like that. No, you got to come up with that cave, man. So I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? We supposed to just sit there and they right there? He like, yeah, man, just kick back, cuz, man, we doing we do, they doing what they do. I'm like, all right, homie, I'm just getting out. I'm going to follow y'all lead. And now now all of them were my little homies. All of them was my little homies, but they been out in the streets and they know, I didn't know. But that's how my mind worked. That's the type of person I was back in the day like that. Now, Crazy Ray was a different type person. Crazy Ray was the type, it would not have never been spot 'em, got 'em. I was on some spot 'em, got 'em. Ray was on some spot 'em, follow 'em, and then got 'em, If the situation was not conducive to us walking away from it intact without having to have handcuffs put on us, Ray was a thinker. I was not a thinker, I was a doer. Now, the cool part about it, Ray was a doer too, but he was a thinker. And that's, we could have been in that same situation. If Ray would have been in the car, he'd been like, no, cuz, hold up. I'm like, what's up? He like, we don't do it like that. It's a better way, homie. It's a better way. I'm like, it's a better way, cuz. And see, he was such a calming factor for me. Like, okay, all right, I'ma listen, I'ma listen. Anyway, so that's how me and Ray was. And that was one of the things that we had in common. The main thing we had in common that brought us together was our level of violence. He could meet me on my level of violence. He just met me in a smoother fashion. I was on some caveman crash out mess. He was on some smooth operator, we gonna get away type mess, So, man, that's what brought us together. Now, the story, man, one day, give you a story about one day, man, look, we riding. We way over on the west side. In fact, we on Crenshaw. So now, when we on Crenshaw, we riding, and where we was going at the time, I don't know. Now, me and Ray, we was all over LA all the time, man. We went everywhere. Yeah. What we were on the deep west side like that for at that time, I can't tell you. I don't remember. But we had stopped at a store. We stopped at a store on about, don't get me to lying, it wasn't on Crenshaw in Manchester. It wasn't at the Rouse. It was a few blocks before you hit Manchester. But anyway, the store that we was in, if I can remember, if I'm in the correct area, you know what I'm saying? This was so long ago. But anyway, while we was in there, it was a dude in the store. It was a dude in the store. I peeped him. When I peeped him, I seen the rag hanging out his pocket. So now when I seen the rag hanging out his pocket, immediately my mind is like, oh, cuz, attack. But now I tell Ray, I'm like, hey, Ray, come here. Hey, come. He's like, what's up, I'm like, man, this fool up here, man. Look, man, this fool a whoop-de bam bam. Woo, woo, look. How you know, cuz? I'm like, man, he hanging out of his pocket. I can see it. I'm like, come on, cuz, let's get him. He was like, no, hold on, Toon. No, not in here. I'm like, cuz, well, man, we mop this fool. He like, Toon, hold up, cuz. Not like that. I'm like, well, how we gonna do it? He say, cuz, just follow my lead. Don't trip. So instead of us getting or doing what we supposed to do, he tell me, man, drop that mess. Come on. We leave. So when we leave, we go get in the car. Boom, we get in the car. Now, stop it, little doggy. Anyway, now our car is parked down toward the end of the parking lot. What car this cat was in, we don't know. So anyway, he say, cuz, just hold on, just wait. So we waiting. Old boy finally come out. So when he come out, I'm like, cuz, there he go. He like, just kick back. Dude get in the car, he jet out, he leaving. We followed. Ray like, cuz, follow him. I'm like, all right, cool. So he head down Crenshaw. We heading down Crenshaw and back up. And it was a trip to me because it brought up memories of an incident we had with a fool on Crenshaw before this. You know what I'm saying? We had a major incident with a dude on Crenshaw before this who had the nerve to follow us. But he followed us on a scooter, not knowing we was Crips in the car. You know? What he thought we was, I don't know. When the sets got threw up, I guess, by us driving past, boom, threw the turf up. He threw something else back up, which I knew was something from the opposite side of the fence. But now we wasn't tripping. We was in traffic. We was on our way. We going someplace. I look up about 2-3 blocks down the street, going down Crenshaw. This dude done pulled up on us on a scooter, trying to flag us down and kick it and tow, not knowing. You do the math on what happened. y'all do the math on what happened with that one. Anyway, so we behind him. So I'm telling Ray, I'm like, cuz, what we gonna do? Our regular move, catch him at the light? He like, no, we ain't gonna catch him at no light. We gonna catch him at no light. We gonna catch him when he get out the car. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So we follow this cat. We follow this cat all the way down Crenshaw. Like I say, now exactly where he was from at that time, we didn't know. But we followed him. The dude hit 104th. When he hit 104th, he made a left or he made a right. He made a right on 104th and went down. It's a street right there. On the left hand of the street was like a junior high or a high school or something. It was like, it was a big gate, like it was a school, and schools got the gates around it on this side. And on the right hand side was a lot of little streets that you can go down, had a lot of apartments and stuff. And you can go all the way down this street. Was that 104th or 102nd? I think it was 104th. But anyway, so you go down this street. So now we know where we at now. And I'm telling Ray, I'm like, hey, cuz, shoot, man, this, you know what I'm saying? This the mafias. He like, yeah, I know. I say, so, all right, so that's where old boy from then. But now Ray, Ray is like a tiger shark. When he lock onto you, don't make no difference. It's going to have to be extreme. It's going to have to be extreme stuff that's going to stop him from hitting his target once he lock onto it. And I ain't going to lie to y'all, we ran into some extreme. Man, my stupid behind, Ray didn't say, the dude, he cut down, when you cut down 104, either the first or the second right street where you can make a right there, one of them streets, that's where he went. And my big stupid behind went down the same street. Man, look here. If stupid was a person, me and Ray picture both. Look, dog, stop it. Hold on. Stop it. Okay. Now, like I was saying, if Stupid was a person, man, me and Ray could have been on the cover of that magazine that day, you know. Man, what happened was when we hit the street and turned, we see the car done pulled up in front of some apartments, close like the first set or second set of apartments that you get to when you turn off on that street when you're coming down 104. Man, the car pulled in and kind of parked right there. The dude got out the car. Man, boy, I'm thinking back to that day, man. Boy, look here, hey, I'm thinking back to that day, y'all. Stupid. When the dude got out the car, Ray said, "Pull up, pull up, pull up." So now our intentions was to pull up, catch your boy walking to where he was going. Ray was just gonna come out the window and give him the business, and we was gonna get on about our business. That wasn't the plan. No, I mean that was the plan, but that plan quickly got changed. What happened was, when we bent that corner, man, and going, when the dude got out the car, he walked back to the back of the car and went around the back of the car and was going up into them apartments. On that side of the streets, like right, man, it was so many dudes hanging out. Then we noticed on the other side of the street, it was so many dudes hanging out. I don't know if we messed around and ran into a function and ran into an event or ran into whatever we ran into, or either them dudes would just hang out like that. I don't know. But man, when we looked, all I could say was "cuz." Oh heck no, homie. But now the thing was, usually that wouldn't have deterred us. But down the street was a dead end. So we would have to do what we do, go all the way down the street, run into this dead end, and then try to figure out how we gonna turn around with 30, 40 dudes popping on us, probably, you know? Ray said, "Oh no, hold on. He said, "Cuz, go down to the end of the street. Man, I drive all the way down to the end of the street, run into the dead end, now wasn't nobody really hanging down there like that, so we was able to turn around and come back. I'm glad they didn't really key in on the car like that, you know? Man, we turned that car around and got the F on. Man, when we drove past, they was looking at the car. Dude, you know how dudes looking at the car when a car you don't recognize. We was lucky to be able to get in there and turn around and come out. We really, really was. Man, dudes was looking at the car as we went by. Man, look, I'm not looking at them. I'm not looking at nothing. I had a hat on at first. I took the hat off and went to driving normally until I got past them. Man, I hit 104th and bust that left. When I bust that left, I went all the way up to Crenshaw and bust another left and got the F back to the east side where I belong. You know what I'm saying? But now, if it would not have been as many of them cats stand out there like that, man, look, I'm telling you, old boy would have been wash away, Josh away. Because like I say, when Ray set his sights on you like that, you pretty much a done dada, you know? You pretty much a done dada. Because Ray the type, as he was walking, Ray pull up, stopped the car, Ray would have got out the car and ran down on him, you know? Boom, 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 and got on back in. But you know what I'm saying? Ray was a tiger shark like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? AIP, crazy Ray, man. But yeah, it's hot, man. I'm sitting here thinking about that hot chip challenge. We gonna be doing the hot chip challenge within the next few days, y'all. I know I said, oh my goodness, boy, look here. But I told you I was gonna do it once I hit 100,000. I was gonna do it. Now we almost at 102,000. So knock that out for y'all, man. But in the meantime, between time, man, y'all tell the people you love them. Man, and then look, my next story, I was at the casino again last night. I got to tell y'all what happened. It's good stuff that happens, man. And a lot of it, matter of fact, before the day is out, I'm gonna tell you. I might can make it into a little short, but I'm gonna make it into a little video. Wasn't nothing real exciting sight. It's just when you have integrity, people look out for you, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna do the video I'm finna do the video right now as soon as I finish this one, y'all. Okay? Tell the people you love them, homie. And y'all know me. I'm Cartoon53, and I represent the what? I represent the gangsters, homie. The who? The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.
When I pop, then you pop. If don't nobody drop, you better put into the block. Fuck the cops, you better squeeze until it's empty. I put that on 50, she's with it. Now you hit me. Hey gang, swing gang, what a look sad. 5 tray, hey, yeah, third that. 4 8, 8 8, 11 6. So when you slide down the 8, you're getting clapped at. Heads up into my days up.